back, everyone. So we do have someone that is going to be late. Sad face. But that's okay, because he'll catch up. Announcements. Yeah, so busy game week for us. We have our game tonight and next Friday. And then we have Monday, we're going to do that high-level one-shot that Liam's going to DM while Campaign 1 wraps up. And then Wednesday, we got the Aliens game going on. So that's going to be fun. We built our characters this last Wednesday, and it's such a fun system. I'm very excited. Yeah, I think that's really it for announcements, though. Not a whole lot. just a few games. But with that being said, who would like to do the recap? It's kind of a short episode last time, but
I've done the last two.
All I'm hearing is you'd like to continue.
Nope. Your turn.
The turntables.
Oh, brain not braining, not doing the thing that need to remember stuff. So we finished that fight last week, didn't we?
Yes.
We were at the end of that
Over.
combat. And basically made our way up to the Citadel and made fools of ourselves at the front gate. My character commented on unnecessary flamboyance, and now we're going to speak to the Grand Master. That's what I remember.
Yep, that's pretty succinctly put.
Alright, go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration to use at some point during this campaign episode. Words.
Yep.
The whole campaign.
The whole
Yep.
campaign! Yeah, so that's right in line on what I have as you guys wrapped up and made it into the Citadel. And I have you knocking 4 times on the Grandmaster's door. No. I have you knocking on the Grandmaster's door. So you hear an elderly, just very soft-spoken, gentle voice coming from the other side. And he's like, yes, Josh, come in. And the 2 guards open up these grand doors, and the room on the other side of the doors is taller already than the grand hallway that you're in. There is 3 stories along the walls of bookshelves. It's a whole library in itself, as well as having several study areas up on the higher floors. And you see this old man just like beside piles and piles and piles of books. He's got scraggly hair, scraggly beard. He's got ink splatters all over his hands and all over the pages and all over his desk. And he's got like 1 cup of hot bean juice that's like long since cold, and a couple of crackers sitting right beside him. And he's just like, oh yes. Well, new students, what can I do you for? Well, welcome to the Citadel. Have they shown you around yet?
Someone's staring at the stuff around. He's completely not focused on the old man. I'm just completely oblivious.
Yes, we're here to meet with the Grand Master.
Oh, well, I don't know about Grand. I don't know why people keep calling me Grand, but that would be me.
Oh. Okay. We were supposed to meet here with my grandfather.
Well, that can't be me. Are you one of Lanessa's? Is she okay? Because I don't recall having. No, it was only my little girl. I don't think I have any missing children. You just hear him kind of mumbling and muttering to himself.
This dude is off his rocker.
It is most excellent.
Why can I never remember my grandfather's name? I can remember everybody else's. Just never his on
Starts with
command.
the J.
Yep.
Jognirn?
Yep.
Jognirn?
Let's go with that one. Yeah. My grandfather is Jogdir Agzal. Sorry, I should have clarified that when I said my grandfather.
He's gonna be like, bless my soul. You gave me a fright, because if I had more grandchildren, I would definitely want to meet them. But Jognir. Oh, it has been a season or two since I last seen him. You're supposed to meet him here.
Yes. We sent word to him to meet us here. Or a culmination of events that need to be discussed.
He's gonna be like, well, I don't know. He's gonna motion to one of the guards outside the door, and he's gonna be like, do you know if there's any teleports scheduled for today? And then the guard's gonna be like, I can go check, sir. I'll be back. He's gonna be like, let me see what time he's supposed to come in.
Schedule teleports? Where can you teleport? Can you just teleport anywhere?
Two other registered teleportation areas, like, and the one that we use most often just goes to the main city and back. Makes it a little bit easier to get students through, but the price of the tickets keep the salesman out. It's kind of nice.
How high is the first floor above us with the study things?
3 stories that are already a size and a half taller than normal. So about 4 or 5 times the standard ceiling.
Oh.
So that'd be
Right.
30 feet. Brain can brain.
30
30,
feet?
40 feet. 30, 40 feet.
If it's okay. At the mention of how far can you teleport, because Soren was not paying attention. He goes, and thinking there was a question being asked of him, and I'm gonna cast Duskwalk, and I'll melt into the ground and pop up on the next floor up at one of the study areas. It should be 40 feet range, because it's 15 plus 5 for every level above first.
Just right there, the really big bushy eyebrows of the old man just raised, and he's gonna be like, "Oh well, now that is just magnificent." And he's like, and just his glasses a little bit. He's gonna be like, "And you are splendid. What did you say your name was?"
I'm splendid. I'm
like,
Soren.
He's like, that is a splendid name that fits you.
All right, Splendid, get back down here.
It's nice to hear I'm splendid.
He's gonna be like, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna bow my head a little bit. Soren's getting a little shy. He's gonna kind of stop levitating. Feet touch the ground.
Did you come back to the group, or are you still up in the area?
I'm still up there for now.
Hold on, let me roll him an insight.
Kind of sheepishly taking a look around.
sees that he made you a little bit uncomfortable. And so he's just gonna be like, well, when you feel a little bit better, I bet you're weary from the travel. You just come down here and you say hi a little bit closer.
All right. I'll keep looking around up on the second floor for now.
Aya,
Yes.
are you up to any shady shit?
Always gotta ask.
I don't know if it's shady so much as distracted. I'm not currently, like, trying to steal anything.
Okay.
But I am, like, running through trying to, like, figure out the organizational system of the library.
Oh, go to roll me an investigation. It's not a standard organization. You do see some sort of pattern hidden deep within, but you can't make out the details of the pattern. But upon first glance, it definitely looks like a madman's library. They're all nice and tidy on the shelf, but...
Okay. Well, since I can't figure it out myself, and I don't think he's noticed me, and I'm not lit up, so I'm barely noticeable, can I sneak up behind him and whisper in his ear and see if I can make him jump? Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a sneak. And I will counter that to his perception. Oh, he's just enamored with Soren. He is distracted.
Not surprising.
So you do successfully sneak up behind him and right up by his ear.
I'm just gonna be like, so, this is a lot of books, and I can see that there's an organizational system, but is there like an easy explanation as to your organizational system? I see the pattern, don't know what the pattern is.
He's gonna just be like, oh, sure. How did I organize things in here? And he's gonna start mumbling to himself. He doesn't see that you're a separate thing, so he just thinks that you're a voice inside his head right now.
Perfect.
I'll lean over to Aya and be like, I think the term is ordered chaos.
Yeah, no, okay, look, there is a pattern. Do you not see the pattern?
That's why I say it's ordered. It's just chaos.
But I don't know what the pattern stands for.
Well, the pattern is my pattern. It's books that I have been referencing and collecting over my many, many wonderful years here.
I'm gonna, like, fly slightly over his shoulder, and then I want to use enlarge.
Yeah.
So that I can, like, rummage across his desk to, like, get the pattern out of my head and be like, see the pattern!
Alright. I will... Yeah, he just kind of watches you, and he's gonna be like, good. Yeah, that's how I organize my books. She's a little unhinged, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Said the pot to the kettle. Jeez.
And then I'm just gonna
eventually
shrink, and, like, the paper's gonna float to the floor.
I will allow a perception check from you, Aya, actually.
Okay.
Actually with disadvantage, because you were pretty hell-bent on the pattern.
God damn it. Okay. I think it's this button. We're gonna find out. No, it was not.
Just roll again, yeah. Alright. Never mind. Zenori, after after a little bit, the soldier comes back in, and he's like, well, we actually have, looks like we got a letter in that we're gonna be getting an arrival probably in about an hour or so. And he's gonna be like, does it say who? And he's gonna be like, it did not disclose it to me, sir. And he's like, oh, well, I imagine that is probably your grandfather then. Oh, good heavens, it has been I want to say at least 5 seasons since I last seen Jognir. And what has he been up to?
I think everybody's been a little bit busy, it seems. Grandfather's doing his usual rounds, though.
He's like, oh, that's good. I remember when he first came into the Citadel. Oh my goodness, that was back when we were at our old location. And that was in the heart of a city, and you know what? I definitely liked moving out here. This was a nice upgrade, but he came over without question, and bless his heart, because his daughter, I mentioned that was your mother, right? His daughter was just born, and he came over here and continued his studies without hesitation. And your grandfather knows nothing but dedication.
Wait, how long ago did you move here?
It's be like, it's just gonna be, as I actually calculate that. It's actually been about a few hundred years.
How old are you?
It's really, I am. Yes. Old.
Okay.
I'm gonna float down from the. I'm gonna float down from the.
Well, he's like
upper
5
floor.
months old, so.
I'll nod.
You are just absolutely splendid. You five months, and you already look so capable. It's gonna be like, what are you anyway?
He's a rock.
Oh, he's like, oh, I can clearly see that, but not just any rock, though. No, this is the rock of the stars, and he's actually gonna start, not poking and prodding you, but he's gonna hold your hand and turn your hand over and play with some of your shadow fire. And he's gonna be like, I have never seen one your kind like you before. And he's like, and mind you, he's like, have you guys ever seen the purifiers?
I think we saw some before we started this way. I think we saw some.
Yup.
He's gonna be like, those were some of my favorite creations, but you are something just beautiful.
Creations.
Yes. Actually, it was around the time we moved the Citadel. We had to figure out a way that we would be able to breathe. And several things came to mind, but your kind has proven capable time and time again. And so we figured with just a little bit of additional magical training and enhancements, and you guys have not let us down yet.
So my kind was created by you?
Well, just the purifiers. Non-yills are as older than I, certainly. But for the kind that protect us from the outside elements, those were of my making. And you are. Do you know what you are?
Not really. I'm still trying to piece that together.
This whole journey has been a huge origin story for him.
It's me like, well, that must be tough. I am sorry to hear that. He's like, well, if you don't mind sticking around for a while, I would love to research and dig into things with you.
I would like that. I am a little wary of somebody that might be here. If you know where they are.
Who would that be?
Does the name Kazith ring a bell?
Nobody needs to roll insight. Immediately, his whole face just scrunches and starts turning like deep shades of red. And he's gonna be like, tell me what he did to you.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Joseph.
It's just a hunch, but we may have encountered him or somebody that works for him on our way here. And that whoever we encountered seems to have taken one of my summons, and I'll kind of let Barrel peek out from my shoulder.
So he doesn't notice Barrel yet, but he just starts raging, and what you can
He's
make
a
out.
barbarian?
What?
It's a bad joke. I said, is a barbarian?
In his younger
He
days.
would like to raid.
He's
To
just
be
gonna
clear,
do
he
that.
tried to steal sword and settled for Bert, but we are not pleased with the situation.
And he's like, as you shouldn't be, that blasphemer, that he's that evil man, and to even think that I personally welcomed him under my tutelage for quite some time, and he turns around and starts experimenting on people. I cannot even be... And he just continues to just rage around the room, and he's just got his little walking stick, and he's just, like, banging it as he's raging. And he's gonna be like, we banished him. The moment his signature even comes close to the Citadel, he gets incinerated. That is the threat upon him that I have given. He's just gonna be like, where did you see him?
In what seemed to be the ruins of an old town on the way here is when the person, I don't know if it was him or somebody else, that's when we encountered them.
He's gonna be like, if you don't mind, could I ask you for copies of your memories of him so I can turn this in?
What?
Excuse me?
We've got memory priests and whatnot, y'all.
Yep.
They can make copies. Store them in an
Alright.
object.
It's essentially like recording your dreams or recording your thoughts on the matter.
Oh, sure.
Oh boy.
He's gonna be like, alright, oh, where did I put it?
You're not actually gonna get our thoughts, are you?
And he's gonna be like, oh, no, your privacy is safe. You're just going to essentially
It's okay, I don't
recount
have
the
that many
events.
memories anyway.
He's like, well, five months is enough time to, I hope, build up some wonderful memories. It seems like you have some very protective friends here.
I don't have as many memories as my friends here.
That's probably a good thing.
On that note, books on teleportation, memory recall, and hemomancy. Those would be where?
He's gonna be like, oh, yes, those are, over there on the second shelf, on the second story. The
Perfect. Thank you.
hemomancy that may be with one of the other mages. I think they are teaching a class on that right now.
Class?
Just be like,
We're
look,
losing Aya.
you guys aren't. Are you guys? So, not students. None of you are students.
No.
Definitely not.
I'd.
We're we're
I
here to save the
wouldn't-
world.
Save the world.
Oh, yeah. We probably should have started with that. Yeah, there's some shit going on. We need your help.
Should we have Zenori fill him in?
How? It's such delicate information. I think we should wait for my grandfather to arrive. And I'm looking around at these guards. Even this information might even put people in your presence in danger. It's quite sensitive.
Let's be like, I will take your word for it. But yes, little one. This is a school for mages. Several different classes of mages. We have plenty of room out here and space, and we don't get bothered by salesmen, so lots of space to learn safely. You are welcome to ask the guards where the hemomancy class is being taken, but other than that, if I could see you all one by one, I finally found my disc, essentially. And so, he's gonna sit down, he's gonna just essentially visit you guys each one by one, for your accounts of the events with Kazov, or suspected employee of, or whatever the case is, and he's like, I will be digging into these very thoroughly. You have my word on it. Because he's the one slippery.
I'm sorry, but like, how does he like capture our memories? Like, what is that? What is that? It's just like, he captures our memories. Moving on. Like, what? How does that happen?
So he
No, it
essentially...
looks like a camcorder, but it's magic. So, like, you know when, like, parents record, like, their kid's soccer game? Like, it's a
That
visual
was-
representation.
I know. I was just asking, like, how the dude is able to like take our memories.
World, yeah. So in this world, so it's similar to Dumbledore and his
The pencil
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. But it just flows through you into whatever object you're holding that they're capturing the memories in. And the way he's doing it, you don't lose the memory. He's just essentially copying it, but being able to actually extract memories is a concern sometimes.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Can you take all my bad memories, please?
He's gonna be like, is that something you struggle with?
No.
Oh. Therapy time.
He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna grab those books and say Ivania catch, and I'm just gonna throw them. And then I'm gonna be like, guards, time to go to class. I'm gonna leave them to do their shit.
Okay. So Aya will be off at the hemomancy class. Hold on. Oh, I thought I was forgetting something. I need your D100 rolls.
Ooh.
I thought we got away with it.
We almost did. An even number.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
After the campaign ends, I'm gonna expect an answer when I ask the question, what are the D100 rolls for?
What do they mean?
Where is the Joker? Where is he?
Where is she?
Oh wow, I totally got this all messed up. Alright. Ivania!
I am rolling. It is
Okay.
just taking a while. There we go.
Oh yeah, the 80 Club.
Alright, fantastic. Alright. So shortly after Aya takes off to the hemomancy class and, kind of hushed and discretion, honored discretion, he's like, if you do need help, one of my mages can be of assistance. You just let me know. And he gives you a little pat on the head.
Me? Oh, he's talking to me? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, the memories. Alright.
But shortly after Aya takes off to the hemomancy class, you guys hear or feel a rumbling in the floor, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you guys are new to the teleports. I think you'll much enjoy this." And he actually guides you guys. He's like, "Come, let's go see."
I'll excitedly follow behind him.
And Moshi, you have had experience with the teleporters, because that's how you got to the Dark Realm. But as a player, it would be a whole new experience. So you guys walk back out to the grand hallway.
Wait, are we walking... Wait, what's happening? We're walking through a portal or we're not?
No, you guys are just going to the portal already.
Oh, we're just going to the portal. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, you guys walk out of the hallway, and those large doorless doorways on the balcony just begin to almost shimmer, like they have a water surface to them with glitter floating on it. And as the rumbling starts to get a little bit harder, but, it's not enough to, shake the walls, but you guys just definitely feel vibrations. You also feel the reverberations in your chest, as you guys are trying to breathe. And eventually the whole ripple of water, just kind of converges into the middle and explodes into almost a very bright, starry, nebulous sky that is a different color to the rest of the sky behind it. And the water surface tension returns and starts to form a small shadow that eventually becomes Zunori's grandfather, Jognir. And he does have a soldier escort with him. And they step through, and immediately Grandmaster Renos is just Jognir. He's like, it has been too long since you have come back to class. And he's going to be like, sir, you get me with that every time. And Junori, he's going to just deeply embrace you. And he's going to be like, I believe we have urgent matters to discuss. And he's like, they've been telling me. And he's going to be like, so they've been telling me. Let's go take that. And he's going to be take matters? Let's be like, yes, let's go take matters into your chambers. And he's like, okay, yes. And he's going to be like, well, he's definitely not getting any younger.
No.
Someone entertained him for a bit.
And he's like, Soren is entertaining.
No, he's splendid.
Oh, okay, I'm getting flustered again.
So going back into the chambers, Jognir and Orenos dismiss all of their guard. And they close the doors and actually physically lock it, as well as put up a magical seal. They seal the whole room, and he's like, I already have security measures in place, but a little extra never hurts. Yeah, John Muir's gonna be like, I digress. And so they all sit down at one of the main tables in the room. Uranus just kind of like takes all the books and just shoves them off to the side. He's gonna be like, now, what is this matter of urgency that...
Is there a fireplace in here? I know, weird
Yeah.
question, but
Yeah.
can I? Is it lit? Do I have to roll for that? Okay, can I go over? Moshi's gonna notice the fireplace, and he's gonna walk over, and he's gonna curl up in front and lay down in front of the
Aw.
fire. He does he pets the ground, and then he on all fours does a circle, kind of like a dog. He does a circle, and then he lays down.
And I just want to state for the record, it is a very comfortable floor rug in front of the
Oh,
fireplace.
wonderful! Even better.
So, I love this. This is why I exist right here. All right.
Well, yeah,
So-
question. So we started investigating a series of events that led us to realizing that the lands were being siphoned of their ether, which further then led to more events involving many different parties and us ending up meeting a world eater, which was
Builder?
an experience.
World builder.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all
Yeah, well,
Significantly more terrifying.
yeah.
Oh, well, less terrifying than what you said.
Sorry, I had Cybertron on the brain. And it's not even Cybertron, it's yep, that dude. The Transformer that eats planets. Anyway, yeah, so we met a world builder and they essentially asked for help. They were in an extreme weakened state, and it seems that the situation is dire. And I mean, the realm's in danger, dire.
He's gonna be like, which world builder did you talk to?
Peg.
Peg of Herald.
Yeah.
Peggy.
You just immediately see what blood had collected after his ranting with Kazoth left his face, and he's gonna be like, and you spoke with him. He's alive.
Yes, they're in a weakened state.
Barely.
There is hope yet, and he's actually gonna go back to all of the papers that he had just shoved off of the table, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, that is good news, because we still have time then." And he's gonna pull some books back up, and he's gonna be like, "We can still." He's gonna ask Jognir. He's gonna be like, "Have you spoken to the Prime Minister lately? Do you have any updates?" And Jognir is going to be like, I do have a letter for you. And he's going to be like, okay, let me see it. And so Uranus is going to go through the letter and just be back in paperwork, essentially. Because ADHD.
So, what can we glean from their conversation?
Well, Jognir is going to turn to you and be like, while he takes those calculations in, you said you were... Wait, hold on. Let me double check my notes. You said you were attacked on the way.
Yes. Well, where do you mean exactly?
You're
There
gonna
were
have to be a little
several
more
occasions.
specific here.
You mentioned Kazoth. And
Yes.
the name you just hear,
yes.
like a come from Arenas.
Yeah, see, he tried to trick us with illusions of people from our lives and drew us into a fight. And I gestured a Sorn, and I say, Sorn, could you show him Barrel so that he can understand what was taken from you?
I was beating him too hard, so he took one of these, and barrel will pop out of my shoulder.
He's gonna be like, oh, that is just adorable. It's like, when did you, when did, he's like,
It's
you know
splendid.
what? Although this is Jognir, and Jognir's just gonna marvel, and he's gonna be like, that, is he sentient?
You bet she is.
I'm gonna let her roll off of my arm and go like down into the cracks and then crawl up his leg and pop up on his shoulder. And she's gonna like tap him on the side of the face with her fist. Offended by the question.
He's gonna be like, just Fane, just actually taking damage. He's gonna be like, my apologies, my lady. I meant no offense. You are just so beautiful. I had to understand you for a second.
And she'll like stomp her little foot and nod like very curtly. And then go back onto my shoulder.
And he's gonna, when she goes back up, he's just gonna give her a graceful, deep bow and just be like, well, I can see where the emotional tribulation comes from then. And he's like, no, Kazoth is a monster. We saw the beginnings of him when we had first started school. To say that he had opportunity to do better is an understatement. He had many, but he continuously chose atrocious topics to study. Topics that do need to be studied, but in more moral certain situations. And eventually, when he had attempted to take the soul of one of his fellow classmates, that was the last straw. And we banished him from anywhere we could.
Do
Sorry to
we
get
have
into
any idea where he is now?
It has been many years since he's been banished. We have been trying to track him down. It seems like he has several locations that he likes to hole up in and try his experiments, closer to the fodder. But it seems like one of his main laboratories is over in the light room.
In the light realm. I'm gonna try this really quick. I can see through the eyes of any of my summons that are less or up to a mile away. I'm gonna try to see through his really quick. See through Bert's.
Okay, at this time you do not see through his.
No.
Wah, wah.
Sort of visibly shrinks, like shoulders slouch a little bit.
And he's like, we have some people that are trying to investigate him as best they can, but he's a shadow when it comes down to it. All I can give you are the best leads I have, if you guys wish to pursue him, and you have our blessings as well.
I'll do what I can.
He's gonna be like, it's. We were worried about this before, if I remember right from one of our previous conversations. But it's good to see that he didn't get you. And the Grandmaster's going to be rifling through papers, and he's just going to be like, yes, you are definitely the key, but how are you the key? Like, where is the lock? What do we need to do to put you in the lock? And he's just going to continue. You guys just see books flying.
Oh, I don't know how to spell.
What?
I'm just trying to spell something. Oh my goodness.
SOMETHING.
Oh, it'd be just easy. What's the name of the rampage in general?
Oh.
Was it
Shit.
Galeriel?
Gal.
General
General
Gallery?
Gal,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, Gargantuan Gal.
yeah.
Was his pet
Galleon.
nickname.
I'm going to turn to my grandfather and say, Grandfather, what of this disgusting show of General Galeriel? What is he doing?
Moshi's ears perk up, and he looks up.
Just the ear radar. He's gonna be like, well, he'll be standing trial for his crimes. However, we have not been able to capture all of his accomplices, nor know of the whereabouts of any of his surviving victims.
See, there's the biggest problem in all of this. Your great-grandson is one of those missing victims.
He takes on... Speaking of ears...
Yeah, he just jumped up. Sorry. A wild doggo appears.
Graham.
Hello. Graham.
Actually, Graham does have a point. I meant to take a break at the hour mark. But yeah, to wrap up that segment, you see Jognir just be crushed by the news. And he's gonna be like, I will get you all the information I have. They believe that there is a ring in the light realm where they capture people and sell them off as slaves, and we've been trying to get to the bottom of that for a while, but to know that General Gell was the one overseeing the whole thing, hopefully that'll start cutting cracks and shedding light on the situation.
Vanya is also now peaked, despite her extreme tiredness.
Ivania's ears also perk up and do the radar.
Yes, yes. Her pointy little ears perk a little bit.
I'll lean into my grandfather and say, they better find them before I do.
And he's gonna be like, and I never heard you say that, but you have my blessings. And with that, let's go ahead and just take a about a 5-minute break. Refill our drinks, get some snacks, and we will be right back. As soon as I find the And we're back.
Awesome.
Alright. Yeah, we're back. So you guys are in the middle of you just broke the news to Jognirn.
Broke the news.
Took it in his stride. That his great-grandson has been kidnapped by General Gell, and they don't know where they are.
We've so many loose ends to tie up.
Right.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, it's working now?
Yay!
Yeah!
Yeah.
It's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Awesome. All right. And then Amberle did take off to her stream, but she will catch up on this, which it so kind of works out that she's in class because she wouldn't be around for this anyway. But yeah, take it away, Chris.
Oof. So there's many loose, as Ryan just said, there's many loose ends that we need to tie up, and some are more personal than others, and needless to say, old habits die hard when you're given a reason. And I looked at my grandfather like knowing like the war and everything, and I just want this all over to be done with as quickly as possible.
I'm just gonna be like, I agree with you entirely. And he's gonna be like, well, if we don't, if the Grandmaster's just gonna be still rifling through stuff and scribbling feverishly, and he's gonna be like, well, if we don't find a way soon, it will be all over. And he's gonna be like, how far was the blight when you guys got here?
It covered whole regions. It took over a complete settlement.
And it had started affecting the outside areas, the areas around it that hadn't reached yet.
Be like,
We don't know if we found the epicenter, but yeah.
You spoke with Pegaverald. You said he was in a weakened state. Is there anything else that you remember about that you could tell me?
Oh gosh.
Yes, hold on.
Yes, please. Note, yes.
I lost mine.
Okay, one moment, please.
Secretary. Fetch me my notes.
And I'm just excited because they're Moshi notes.
Great.
Very sarcastic.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to give me a second here. Oh, we're about to head out to cross the bridge to Pegaverald Island. Okay, hold on. Man, this is a while ago.
I just imagine Moshi like thumbing through a journal. Give me a second. Flick, flick, flick.
Well, I'm right still here. Yo, Peggy, you here? That's what I said. I forgot.
Peggy!
Moshi calls out to the world builder. Yo, Peggy, you here? Okay, hold on.
Peggy, where you at?
Oh, I forgot. We were with like the Prime Minister and stuff. The Prime Minister tries to open the door with magic. He tells everyone to step back. Blah, blah, blah. The room is full of coffins. Soren goes to investigate. He opens a coffin like a dumbass. Roll for initiative. I'm sorry.
MVP.
Yeah, so we like fight the ghost things or whatever. Some more fighting and shit. Ghost whales. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. The rocks assemble, and a huge rocky hand holds Aya's flowers. It's Peggy, the world builder! Well, it's an avatar, so it's him, but not. But he can hear us. Okay, so I found when we meet the dude, what am I looking for? Just like our interaction with him, or what?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like what
Any information.
Oh boy. Okay, well. We ask him about the darkness and stuff. He just says it hurts. Aether is balanced, and it's supposed to be, but it was knocked off balance and a vortex was created. He's been trying to stop it. Aya asks how it got knocked out in the first place. Profound grief fills us, as he tells us, genocide. The Prime Minister asks if this has been happening ever since, and Peggy nods. The PM, the Prime Minister, takes a minute and then kneels and cradles his head. The Phenoms loved each other so profoundly that as a species they were all powerful, but they didn't use their power for evil. We can't take that much power out of the world without consequence. Ivania asks if they're all gone. Prime Minister confirms. Okay, sorry. Talking about like Phenoms or something. Peggy sues the Prime Minister. He looks at Zenori and says that his ancestor, his grandfather, is working on a solution. Is he not? Zenori confirms, yes. Peggy said that we have the solution with us. It's Sword, and that's why he was awoken. Sword asks Peggy, what can he do? I guess we need a mage. Peggy is thinking of someone in particular, but we have no idea. I guess it's Aranos, the mage dude that Aya and Moshi wanted to visit first. The Prime Minister shows some glowing gems to Sword and sets them in front of Peggy. The Prime Minister says he will find Aranos and bring him back. The crystals vibrate and go into the ground. Okay, whatever. This is just like other stuff. We like give Peggy shit. So, Peggy is a dragon? Oh, yeah! Like the ceiling like opens up. Yeah, anyway. Peggy was like the mountain range or something, and yeah, okay, whatever. There's flying griffins. Whatever. I think that was like basically it. Oh, wait. Events. Wait, who's Hemor? Is he a griffin? I don't know.
No, he is not a griffin. He was with the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister dude, yeah. And okay. Hemor was filling in the Prime Minister over the week's fence, and something that came up was the general that has been interrogating villages has begun ransacking and has gone to Orkney. This is General Gellion, aka Gargantuan Gel. This is the oh yeah. Moshi wonders if Jondi is okay, and if not, I might have to vengeance.
Conveniently censored out Moshi backstory.
Yeah, I think that's like the most important stuff that happened when we like talked with Peggy and all that stuff. So yeah.
So you like fill them in? You give them the rundown?
Yeah, that's my.
Here you go, dude.
If any of you want to read my journal at some point, let me know.
Yep, I will definitely be collecting everyone's notes at the end.
Okay.
And they are going to be amazing.
Hemor gave a small, smooth black rock to Soren and said this will activate a portal back to Pegaverald should we need it. By the way, guys, we have a portal back to Pegaverald.
We can port back.
Yeah, anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all with, like, Pegaveril. Like, all the important, mostly important stuff with Pegaveril. So, there we go.
Okay. So yeah, after filling him in on your encounter with, or filling both of them in with your encounter with Pegaverald, Oreanos seems hopeful at first. Definitely relieved to hear about, and he calls him, his dear old friend. But he turns over to Jognir and, no, wait, he doesn't do that yet because he had gotten the letter. Hold on. 2 seconds. So much lore. Uranus is finally gonna like sit down and take a breath, and he's gonna be like, we've been working on a way to bring balance back to the Aether. We can't create something out of nothing, and nothing comes out of something. So you see where the imbalance is here. But we have been trying some ideas, and Jognir's like, yes, we have a couple of ideas, but the cost will be very high. Until you came along, Soren. We did suspect you to be a part of this from early on. And we didn't really know how, but now I think that you're a part of this balance somehow. You're a part of the solution.
What does that entail that I'll have to do?
He's like, well, Pegaveril requested me. And I do miss him dearly. It's been at least a decade since I last seen him. I used to try and visit him every year, but it's been so much harder when we get so many students in. And he's like, but then with the blight and being drafted to help figure out a way to fix this, he's like, I miss my friend. Oh. To be like, I don't quite know. I don't quite know what the plan is. Like I said, we do have another solution in the midst that may not even involve you. But we'll find out. The Prime Minister should be updating us sometime today. Jognir's like, yes, he's executing another test. And with any luck, if this test goes well, then we should be able to take care of everything. But if not, then I guess we'll find out.
I'm gonna feign a breath because I don't breathe. And kind of slump a little bit. And, I think it's within me to help however I can.
And Arenos is just gonna take your hand in between two of his two old knobby hands, and he's just gonna be like, and bless you for that. He's like, understand, even if all of our tests fails, the ability to try and save as many as we can, and try and save the world builder. I hope whoever made you is proud.
Barrel, like while he's holding my hand, Barrel rolls down my arm and this just like starts gently like gnawing on his hand. Like she can't hurt him, but she wants to. Just biting on his finger.
And he's like not even gonna see that it was like vicious intention and just like kind of like ruffle her little head a little bit and just be like, adorable.
I'll go back and slink behind the rest of them. So what are we thinking? Are we gonna wait for the Prime Minister? Is that what we're doing?
Good question. Actually, roll me a perception check real quick.
Perception check. 16.
Nice. You do hear a subdued commotion outside the door as the sound dampening only went one way. Conveniently. But you hear a loud knock at the door and a familiar voice from the outside, from the other side. During the midst of the conversation, there was another portal entry, but you guys just felt the rumbles, and whether or not you actually paid attention to it is per character. Dealer's choice. But the Jognir says, that must be him now. He said he was only a few short minutes behind me, so this works out. And he gets up from the door and unlocks it and lets him in. And also, just in an absolute rage, still in the same armor that you guys had seen him in before, the Prime Minister just almost breaks down the door, but respectfully of Jognir does it, and stomps his way into the room, and he's gonna be like, it was another failure, and just throws whatever he can off to the side, and he's just gonna be like, if only we had more time, I don't understand, and then he's gonna see all of you. And he's just gonna melt a little bit. And finally...
So kind of peeking out from behind Zenori.
And he's just gonna be like, oh my highest. And he's gonna sit down and he's gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I forget myself sometimes. He's gonna be like, it's good to see you guys again.
Given the circumstances, I can see your frustration.
And he's gonna be like, it's well over half of the realm is suffering the blight by now.
It's much worse than we thought. Must be gaining momentum.
And Arenos is gonna be like, that must mean that what's left of Pegaverod's strength is depleting quickly.
What of this vortex? Is it the epicenter or?
Luckily the vortex was a metaphorical description. If we are able to, or well, he wouldn't say metaphorical, but at least away from the realms, a distance away in space. And he's going to be like, we found a prime location to try and restore the balance from there, and it should have almost like a domino effect and restore calmness to the aether. But evidently this has been going on for a while, and Arenos is going to be like, and that's where the world builders are getting sick. This vortex has been going on for a while, and they can only hold out for so long protecting the realms. And so they're like, be it taking, we could try to help the world builders however we can, but the real root of the problem lies with getting that vortex calmed. And he's like, we have a potential solution. One that will not only bring balance back, but also create a new world in its place. One that can create positive aether in its wake.
Oh.
But we can't. We are struggling to get the formula right. He's going to be like, we just need more time. And Arenos is be like, isn't that the solution to everything? But, Arenos is going to ask more specific questions about the experiment to the Prime Minister. Let me see how that goes. Not too bad. Not too bad. And he's gonna consult his notes, and he's like, wait. Pegavero's told you to come get me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna point at you, Soren, and you're the key. He said you're the key.
Mm-hmm.
And Arenos is just gonna pretty much old man backhand the Prime Minister's shoulder. He's gonna be like, this is how we get more time. And he's gonna be like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't know, but Pegavero does. And he's gonna be like, we do sense a compatibility in their energies. And he's like, yes, this. And Jagniran's just gonna be thoughtfully thinking the whole time. He's gonna be like, well, I guess there's only one way to go find out.
Let us prepare.
Yep.
Do I need to go get Aya?
The Areno says, we can send one of the soldiers. I imagine. Oh, you guys received the portal stone.
Yes, we can travel back at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's like, wonderful. Let me get some things together first. Just to make sure that I have everything that Pegabero could possibly need for this scenario, situation, synopsis. And he's just going to be saying other S words as he starts rummaging around his things and starts throwing stuff into a bag. And that is where we can bookmark it. Except for if, Zunori, do you have anything else you want to talk to Jagniran about while preparations are being made?
No, we can cover it next time. If need be. I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. So yeah, we will bookmark as preparations are being made. Aya's going to be retrieved. We will start back at our original time next week, which will be, was it 5 o'clock Pacific?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, 4 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
Is that an hour earlier or an hour later?
That's earlier.
Earlier.
Okay.
Earlier, yeah.
4 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock. Yeah, so that's 2 hours earlier, but we'll start at the bottom of the hour. So we'll meet at 4 Pacific, and then we'll start the stream at 4:30 Pacific. And we will continue as you guys make your way to the world builder. Yeah.
Oh boy. We're going back.
It's
Return
going
of the
in.
Peggy.
We're going back.
Peggy Strikes Back.
We traveled all those way to go back.
Sword's the key!
Soren turns into a key.
He turns into a key, and he goes into a keyhole. Oh no.
Oh my god. I'm not crying. This is intense.
Oh no, it's gonna be sad. Somebody's gonna die. It can't possibly be the one who is designated as the key, right?
I was gonna
Right,
say
guys?
Thorn.
What?
You wouldn't kill a 5-month-old, would you?
Bruh.
Oh goodness.
Oh no. All right, but yeah, so then I will see some of you guys on Monday, where we will stream the high level game in the interim. And with that, y'all be safe, stay nerdy, and stay human. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.